Hello everyone. It's James again. And before I start today's video, I just want to quickly say, all work in this video contains 100% original content of and by myself James Smith, otherwise known as Bgood 4000, and was uniquely created with NAWMAL software, by myself James Smith. As I purchased commercial rights from NAWMAL to produce my unique and original video with this software. Commentary is uniquely my own thoughts, feelings, and expressions. Now that I have that out of the way, I do hope your day is going way better than fantastic. And your journey to self-betterment is going way better than fantastic as well. Today I want to just jump right into things. And sadly that is the societal rot that narcissism and narcissistic culture creates. Because trust and believe we are in a societal culture full of narcissism. And on a video I made a couple weeks ago, I can't remember the one exactly, but one subscriber mentioned that they haven't noticed certain things in our society, such as the breakdown of relationships between men and women, mainly because our society promotes the scammer and narcissist man, and hard-working decent men are called losers and no good. Oh, I remember. It was my video entitled "I Believe That Women Are Being Programmed to Desire Criminals." I think that might be the one. I could be wrong. But anyways, if you look at what's around you, you will see it sadly as it's everywhere. Where men and women are taking on this scamming persona in order to get what they call the bag. To live a lifestyle only very few can live, making an honest living. And those that are well off, in order to keep it so they are well off, they can't just fly to Dubai every other weekend at the drop of a hat, and pull up in a Bentley to go to a 5-star restaurant anytime they feel like it. But because the scammers put out this image on social media like it's so, you have a bunch of other people try to get and have what they see these people have. And then oftentimes because they can't get there, they might resort to scamming and other bad activities that will literally ruin their lives. And darn near every day I will come across tons of examples like this. But I found these two recent ones to be interesting. The first one is this guy. If you search for father and daughter get arrested for shoplifting Oakley Disney, you will find the video. Now what makes this special? Well, it's special for many things when you see the video. But what makes it special is this appears to be a family. Husband, wife, allegedly on their honeymoon, with their, I believe, 22-year-old daughter, who's a school teacher, which is another interesting thing. But they seem like a typical family, and a family that doesn't need to steal. They are all wearing really nice Mickey hoodies and jackets, which likely they paid for, and were probably not cheap, because most things in such theme parks are extremely overpriced. It just looks like a clean-cut typical family. But the father and daughter were seen working as a team, allegedly stealing $1,400 worth of Oakley sunglasses at the store nearby. But here's the part that ties this up in a ribbon and makes sense with what we are talking about today. The wife was let go as she wasn't seen on camera in that particular store, while the father and daughter were caught on camera. Now I have a question for you. Do you think this is the first time something like this ever happened? Or do you think they as a family have been doing this for a long time? And likely the reason why this guy's wife was attracted to him to begin with was that he is a thief and a scammer, and isn't afraid to steal to give them the extras. I mean, the daughter was giggling as she told the police, "My father is just not happy right now as he doesn't want me to get into trouble as I might lose my job as a teacher if I do." The point is, this family likely didn't have to steal for survival or anything like that. Heck, they were taking a trip to Disneyland, and they likely bought the expensive Disney apparel they were wearing. But they just wanted more. And who knows? That might be how they could afford such a trip. Possibly they stole from someplace else months before, sold the items, and now they have money for a trip. And this woman, this man's wife, appeared to not be rough around the edges. She seemed normal. I stress she seemed normal. Now here's the thing. I think all of them are all messed up. I think they are a family of scammers that enjoy what they do. However, this is what is being pushed in society. If you want to have a family, you have to be able to provide the extras by any means you can find. Even if those means land you in prison. The real estate so-called mogul, Grant Cardone, said that if a man isn't making at least $400,000 a year, he should be ashamed of himself as he's a bad father. Even though the amount of people that make that much money is less than 5% of people on planet Earth. But that message is being pushed hard. And the ladies are requiring it and men are on board to try to make it happen. And in the end you are robbing and scamming likely for one vacation you can provide after the next. For it all to come crashing down. Then you have this woman named British Williams. From the Basketball Wives television show. That when you look at it was involved in more crooked businesses and fraud schemes you can think of. Even after she was first arrested, she went back out to commit more fraud. She was taking those emergency crisis loans for means of fraud. And she was even defrauding SSI. You name it. She was doing it. But she was all over social media. Traveling to exotic locations. Flying on private jets. More than likely, and eating the best foods and riding in the best cars. All on the money she got through fraud. Well, she's going to prison for 4 to 5 years now. But you see, she is setting the benchmark. Not just for the women that want to be in yellow fast cars. And all over social media. But for even the regular woman out there. And thankfully not you. Because you have morals and strong beliefs. But there are a lot of women going for this lifestyle. So much so. In the US, it's said there are more women doing OF than there are school teachers. Let that sink in. It's get the bag by any means they can. Is the motto they live by. So much so. There's another video gone viral of a former NBA player's wife having an argument with her husband as he just found out she created an OF page. Basically selling her privacy is the best way to say it. And acting like it's no big deal and that she needs to do it. Meanwhile they live better than most people. But he just doesn't have the same kind of money he used to have. Well, she wants the extras. The extras that British Williams wanted. And the extras so many others want. So if they aren't frauding people, they are on OF. And those men and women that want to build something healthy and decent, well, they are called a sucker. But that's what happens when we live in a narcissistic culture. With that said, I do hope your day is blessed. And until next time, bye for now. And be good to yourself.